Hi guys, welcome back to Money Book Vest with Caris. In this video, we are going to be looking at the costs of financial freedom. Stay tuned. The first thing I want to tell you about financial freedom is financial freedom is not cheap. Financial freedom is expensive. Now, a lot of people want to be financially free, but they don't want to settle down to look at what it takes to make them financially free. Now, in this video, we are going to be exploring what the cost of financial freedom is. The first cost of financial freedom is knowledge. You have to settle down to get knowledge. In our first video, we spoke about lessons we learned from Kim Kiyosaki's book, The Rich Woman. And we said that you don't just invest in something you don't know, you have to um, get knowledge, you have to go for information. So one of the first things you have to understand about financial freedom is knowledge is very important. You have to be willing to study, you have to learn how to manage your money, you have to learn how to manage your time, you have to learn business principles, you have to learn investment, you have to learn human behavior. Now, these are things that you cannot ignore when you want to be innovative. You cannot ignore if you want to be financially free. Because if you remember in our last video, and if you have not watched that video, head over to my YouTube channel and watch that video. We spoke about entrepreneurial leadership, and one of the things we spoke about was that if you want to be an entrepreneurial leader, you have to be mad. And we said mad simply means making a difference. Now, you cannot make a difference when you don't understand human behavior. You cannot make a difference because your business is all about people. When you don't have people, then you don't have a business. What's the use of creating a product or a service when there's nobody you render these services to, when there's nobody to sell your products to? So, people and human behavior is very important when it comes to entrepreneurial leadership, and when it comes to you being financially free. You have to understand what motivates people, you have to understand what makes them act the way they do. Now, that will help you know how to serve them better, right? So you have to go for knowledge. You have to go for knowledge. That is non-negotiable. So if you're not somebody that is willing to settle down to study, if you're not willing to settle down to get information about the investment you want to go into, about the business you want to go into, about how to manage your time, how to manage your money, then you're not ready for financial freedom. A person who refuses to learn will struggle to grow financially, because knowledge separates those who work tirelessly and endlessly for money from those who make money work for them. Remember, we spoke about that before. Making money work for you instead of you keep working for a salary, right? So sometimes the cost of knowledge requires you to read when other people are sleeping. It requires you to make mistakes and learn from them. It requires you to attend seminars, to attend workshops, to pay for mentorship, right? Whatever you have to do to get knowledge, please do, because that is the first step to your financial freedom. The second cost to financial freedom is time. Now, financial freedom takes time. Success is hardly ever instant, and behind every successful person you see today are years of sacrifice, years of patience, years of consistency, years of delayed gratification. So it is not you sleep and you wake up rich. You have to be intentional about how you spend your time. Nobody on earth has a second more than 24 hours in a day. It doesn't matter how wealthy you are, it doesn't matter how rich you are. Everybody has equal amount of time in a day. Everybody has 24 hours, not a second more, not a second less. So what you choose to do with your time, what you choose to do with your 24 hours is what determines how successful you are. People are making big sacrifices for their future. You cannot say you're interested in financial freedom when you have no respect for time. So, time is very important. Number three, cost of financial freedom is strength and energy. Now, financial freedom is difficult, is emotionally draining, is mentally draining, is physically demanding. There will be stress, there will be pressure, there will be long nights, there will be emotional exhaustion. So it's not an easy journey. You need discipline. You need when you get overwhelmed and tired, now your goal is what keeps you moving, right? Your vision is what keeps you moving. So you have to be disciplined. You have to learn how to control your emotions. One of the very important things you have to learn about business entrepreneurship, financial freedom is you are not important in that equation, especially in the aspect of your business. You're not important. There are two things that are most important in your business. Number one, your customers, and number two, the product or the service you're rendering, right? So if you have a product that is not good, you might not really have a business because you will not have customers, you'll not have people patronize you. And when you don't have customers, then you're not in business. So no matter how discouraged you are, no matter how emotionally drained you are, no matter how exhausted you are, you have to keep moving, you have to keep going, because remember, you're not important. Now, this is not to punish you, it is because we have a goal, and the goal is to be financially free. Remember, we spoke about financial freedom when we were looking at lessons from Kim Kiyosaki's book, Rich Woman. We spoke about financial freedom. So we have a goal to achieve. We have something we are looking to achieve. And if you are really disciplined enough to keep moving, irrespective of whatever happens, irrespective of the discouragement, then you are ready for financial freedom. On the other side of the journey, you're going to be discouraged. You're going to be disappointed. You're going to feel shame. People are going to pity you, right? Now, the only thing that keeps you going, the only thing that keeps you focused is your vision. The last cost of financial freedom we are going to be talking about in this video is opportunities forgone. Opportunities forgone. A very practical example of opportunities forgone is this. Now, if I have a phone and a laptop to sell, right? And I have to choose between the phone and the laptop. For example, if I decide to go for the phone instead of the laptop, now that decision I have made, right, should be able to cover up for whatever I would have missed if I had picked the laptop. Did that make sense? Right? Did we get it? I know someone who had a car wash business. He had several spots for his car wash, and he had workers, people working for him. So at some point, he made up his mind that he wanted something more. So he decided to take off 2 years from his car wash business. Now, he did not abandon the business. He was still fully into it, but he had people working for him. So he took off some time, 2 years, to learn tech skills. And when he came back after 2 years, even his car wash business felt the impact of the knowledge he had gotten within those 2 years he was on break. Now, he at that point he chose knowledge of tech skills over car wash, right? Because he knew that whatever he was going to get from his tech skills was going to cover up for whatever he had left behind for those past 2 years. And indeed, that decision paid off. So when you look at your life, or when you look at your journey to financial freedom, what are the things that you know you can go for? What are the key informations? It may not really be an information, but I think everything about business and financial freedom has to begin with information. But whatever it is you are foregoing for something else, that thing you're going for should be able to cover up for the expenses for what you've left and even more. So when making decisions, for example, if you're going to resign from a job to start your own business, you are foregoing your job for a business. Now that business should be something that would cover up for the expenses, or will cover up for whatever it is you were getting from your job. So in making that decision, you need knowledge. In making that decision, you need adequate information about that thing you're going into. So we looked at 4 costs of financial freedom. Number 1, we said knowledge. Get information. It is very important. Number 2, we said time. It is very important for you to manage your time well. In summary, we said nobody has more or less than 24 hours in a day. So what makes you different from the next person is how you spend your time. And number 3, we spoke about strength and energy, talking about how difficult and exhausting the journey to financial freedom can be. So you have to be willing to put in the effort, no matter what happens, no matter how you feel. Remember, you're not important in this equation. And the 4th thing we looked at in the journey to your financial freedom is opportunities forgone. You are forgoing this for this, so this should be able to cover up for whatever you've left here. So if this video made sense to you, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and see you in my next video. Bye.